Welcome to Aponico. Today I want to show you how to go about filling a Byron Daybed. We've got our sample here, and the Byron Daybed is a great bean bag. As you can see in the picture here, you're lying down a lot more in it, and it's a great place to have a sleep or just sit and chill and relax beside the pool. So the Byron Daybed, however, it's different to some of the other ones because it's got its own little cushion that runs along the top, the roll. So what we want to do is we've got the liner, and you'll notice when you open it up that we've got the separate little roll that needs filling. I recommend filling this first because we've got, as you can see, we've got 3 bags of the Aponico micro beans here, and these Byron Daybeds only use 500 litres. Here we've got 200 litres, 200 litres and 200 litres. So you can see we're going to have 100 litres left over here. But that you can use that later on. You can use it for other bean bags, or you can use that to top it up at a later point in time. But we are going to go about the process today of filling our little roll first, so that we can go about then putting it into place and then getting the rest of the bean bag filled. Here we go. Now I've opened, you can see there's an inner liner, sort of a funnel that comes out of our black filling bags, and as you note here, we've got to use a paper clip to open these because we've got safety zips placed on all of our products. We have to have them placed on there by law. Right, so that is open, and I'm going to open up the zipper on the roll, on the head roll. Okay, and it's ready for filling. This is the tricky part. And you'll notice also I'm going to do it by myself today. So I've got a couple of little tricks and hints to give away, and because normally I'd recommend doing this with 2 people at a minimum. You normally need someone to hold this and someone to help pour the beans in. However, I've got the help of a table, so if you are by yourself, or even if it is 2, I would highly recommend placing the beans on a table and pouring from there. It makes it a lot easier. Right, so we place that, and so that we can roll it over and let the beans gradually pour in. And we'll set it back a little further, otherwise it'll end up falling on me and we'll end up in trouble. Okay, so I've got the beans gradually flowing in. This is the part where we want to do it gradually and slowly. Righto, starting to get full. We've got a couple of leaks. As you can see, we've got a couple of leaks there, and it's always best to do this in a confined space, such as a garage or a bathroom or that sort of place where having a few spill is not going to then blow out into the environment and cause a problem. Righto. So we'll bring it back down. I'm shaking it through. You want to shake it down through into the ends. Oh, I've had a big spill. Okay, we've had a couple of spill, and we just want to shake it down into the ends, get it right. I think we're looking about right. Remembering you don't want your bean bag to be hard. If it ends up hard, it's not comfortable. Okay, so pull it back through. It is better to use the paper clip when pulling it back through. That's much better. Okay, so now you'll notice it's 3/4 filled. And this is probably is recommended. It's much easier to get in and it's more comfortable. Put that aside. I'll just move that away at the moment and I'll keep my spilled beans on the table. Now, I've got the head roll, the head roll for my daybed. I found it here, and here is our zip. You'll note sometimes the zips can come already made or put together. That one I'll just break apart like that, and then I'll use the paper clip to pull it the rest of the way. And to get it in the ends, you want to sort of start with a little amount and poke it through. Get the fabric into place, then you can squeeze the beans through so that it fills inside the cover. And I can bend it over and I can force it into that end. And there we go. We've filled our head roll, which is going to be nice and comfortable. Now I'll move that out of the way again while I get our liner ready. And the liner, now we'll have to undo the zips to prepare the beanbag and get it ready. That's the outer zip, and we've got our funnel. And I'll show you in a minute how the funnel zips on to the black filling bags that are behind me to make this job very much easier. And my paper clip, which is here, and we need to open, stay in the field of the camera, we need to open the zip. There we go. So, while I've got my outer cover, now I've got my inner liner, and we just want to make sure that we're going to have put it in the right way. Now the white thick textuline base, of being a base, goes on the bottom, and when you get your liner, you'll line the seams up with it, and you'll notice the two side seams, the funnel where we fill the beanbag from is on one of those seams, and obviously that's going to be on the base. We want to make sure that base is lined up with the zip, so that it's all in line, so if you want to fill it up later on in its life, it's all right there. You don't want to have it on the other side of the beanbag or on the top seam. It just all becomes much more tricky. And this will make sure that the inner is, or the liner is, in the right place. Now I'm just feeding this in a bit like a quilt cover. Put it into place. Right. So my inner is now inside the beanbag. I'll place that down while I get my other one ready. Now here's the beauty of buying our bean filling bags. The bean filling bags have a zip on the inside that zips on to the inside of the funnel on the liner, allowing you to zip it on. Just making sure it's going on properly. Okay. And now we can pour that in. Okay. Now it's starting to fill out its length. We've got 100 litres that we need to put in. Which is half of this bag. Remembering that we don't want to overfill the beanbag. It's far less comfortable if you overfill it. If you underfill it, it's just a bit saggy. And we can fill it up at a later point. There we go. Get the fabric out of that. We'll put that aside for later. Find my tape clip. My first zip. Second zip, and the outer zip. Okay. And move it around, make it comfortable. Wonderful. It looks like we've got a good fill. If you have any other questions on how to fill your beanbag or how to use it best, please feel free to hit us up on social media, send us a message, and we will be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you.